in 5 minutes with the hormones after you have a baby.
It wasn't me! I knew it wasn't me! I knew it!
She didn't even say hello to me. And I knew then that there was something really up with her. She must have very strong opinions of me. He says, organise it again, and the table looks amazing, and I can't wait because I'm starving. So I'm not going to think of any trouble or anything like that with Danielle. You know, if she's going to be friendly, I'll be delighted with that. But, you know, if she wants to continue being a child, she can do that. I'm going to have fun tonight with the girls, and that's my plan.
With next weekend, the Lovely Girl competition, or was it?
The Lovely Girl competition.
Miss Ireland. Yeah. Would they not put on a nice pair of slacks and pumps and get into the library and do a bit of study instead of taking
I would just stop.
Lots of them are actually in college.
There's loads of them girls are all very intelligent.
I'm not saying they're not in college. What I'm saying is, like, when you are in college, why would you go?
Well, why not?
I think it's
There's
actually,
nothing wrong
I think
with
it's a great
being
way to...
We headed for dinner and things were okay, but it started getting a little bit catty. So we were trying to break the ice and Roz was saying, well, Danielle, what would you like to do when you let your hair down?
When did you let your hair down?
I'm plenty crack all the time. Maybe you just don't get the one-liners, I don't know.
Obviously don't.
No.
We hear your whole schedule, we hear you're so busy, we hear that, you know, you do all this wonderful work, which we all do, by the way. We all have our own little bits and bobs going on.
I felt like Roz was saying to me something along the lines of, you know, she was judging me for working. So I said to Roz, oh, shut up, you don't even work. And it wasn't a case of I'm judging her for not working. I just felt Roz was judging me for working when she doesn't even know what it is to work, or more importantly, to have to work. But you don't work, so you wouldn't know the...
Well, I do work.
So.
I'm sorry, I do work.
She's
I have
a
4
mother
children.
too.
I have to combine that with, obviously, my clinical work, so I don't have the facility to take days off, so such is my life.
As soon as she started insulting my friend Roz, who's a really good friend of my family as well, I said to myself, that's it. I had to say something. I had to stand up to her, and I really don't regret it at all. No. Joe told me that you called me a knacker.
I didn't criticise you at all, and I was very nice to you, and you were very...
What is a knacker anyway? What is it? Define a knacker. What does it mean?
I don't think that's the words that you're actually politically allowed to use, to be honest, Virginia. I think that Joe was stirring things, and I don't think she was necessarily doing it intentionally. I think maybe Joe was looking for affirmation or confirmation, but landed me in it up to my fucking neck. I just can't believe I actually got in the car and drove down for this. I just think it's like so awkward. I'd never be in a scenario where you're at a dinner table and even, you know, you can be in someone's company and
well, maybe you
not be
shouldn't
comfortable.
bitch about people then for no reason.
Maybe I didn't say anything. Maybe I was very nice to your face.
Well,
so.
Joe, what do you say about it then, Joe?
Just the next morning I woke up, I was very
very
upset, and I rang Virginia. I said, Virginia, I was talking to Danielle, we carry on like knackers.
I didn't say that word. It's not a word I use. I don't use that word.
If you gave me the wrong information, then I have to apologise to you, Danielle, but because Joe told me that you said
well, that's not a word I would
me.
use, Virginia. And to be honest, if I had anything to say, Virginia, I'd say it to your face, as I did at the table. I said, oh, Virginia,
well, then
just having my hand,
Joe told me the wrong.
No, because I rang you that day, and I didn't say to you,
Joe,
Virginia,
do you know
was
what?
I that bad?
What you said to me about Danielle,
Yeah.
I'm not messing. I cried and I got really upset.
Well, Virginia,
I
you should
just
ask
had
me
a
what I
baby.
said, so, Virginia.
Do you know what? I was actually
Virginia,
terrified to call you because I
you
thought, what
should've
kind of
called me.
woman speaks about another girl?
Virginia,
We're
shut
having a
up.
great
Just
time.
stop it, will you, for God's sake.
Do you know what? Don't
just
tell me to shut up,
call me
Danielle,
and ask
alright?
me what's
Actually, you should
going on.
fucking shut up. Just leave me alone, alright?
Virginia, you should just relax. Honestly, I would never say a bad thing about you, and if I had anything to say, I'd say it to your face.
Actually,
Fine.
Joe, I swear to fuck Virginia. No?
Whatever, do you mean? It's not something I don't know. My mouth gets me in trouble. I'm so opinionated. I'm a very strong woman. I'm, you know, I can't, I'm me. And also the other thing as well is if people don't like me, that's cool too. I'm happy who I am.
There's no reasoning with a person that's very unreasonable. So the person I went to was the person that I taught, which was Virginia. Virginia wouldn't put me on the spot like that. Danielle did. I was indirectly being called a liar.